Are we on? Oh, we're on. Good. Hello. This is we'll just say Andrew. But I'm gonna make scheduled videos for Facebook and YouTube right now. So this is like a cultivated has no purpose behind like a lot of videos do have purpose, but I'm kind of creating a defa perspective. That's what I call defa, kind of like a nested defa, where you don't really know the interpreted meaning and you just feedback gives you more certainty of what you can experience or what you can view from a aspiration of conception of duality of principle. I call that just intaking and it used to be a more dual or contextual, but I'm gonna be going through a feedback process that is sort of like programming. It's also more of a combinatorial space that allows carrying the vortex of principle into action and seeing past where you could ever grow or interpret or visualize or mediate uh, or all possible states. But it's not just all possible states. It's just um that that certainty we were talking about. But I know this is like a good video because I'm gonna be responding to Kara Lotan again or videos like her because I already found a well when I search that I just get her videos. Okay, okay, we'll respond to her video. I don't think you oh well it may seem like the 20s are when you're molded, but I feel like the 30s are when you're molded. Like once you get close to your 30s, it's like the 20s is like has less value, I guess. Yeah. Um, I never really think about the problems of the future or the past, but I remember in the past I used to think about the most ridiculous factors of fear where I would let it overtake me and I would make mistakes. I'd let that fear guide me like a wave function collapse, like lack of amplitude, and I would assume that what I was doing was certain, but it was never certain. It was always like that's the difference of growing and when you're rising up the age threshold, you get more self awareness, and you're just like that lower cardinal is like where you were before, and it was comfortable, but it was also there because you let the fear overtake you and you didn't listen to your internal mechanism or thought patterns that guide you on a certain pivot. But it's not just about thought patterns, about emotions, it's about action, because conceptually the earth is an organism and it lives inside us as well as the universe. So like the our thoughts are outside our body as well in a way, but it's not exactly the same. It's a little bit of a different process. That the same thing internal as external in a way. All right, enough of that. We'll go to we're gonna go to controversial territory. That was a little bit of uh let's see. My guide through these videos as a Dufa of a Dufa is to see the demographics of how relationships and the current state, present state of the well being and development, to see how it phases through problems, conflict, and a towering hierarchy that is unprecedented because it's almost dormant and it doesn't allow uh, a change of direction. It just sits there dormant, like in multiple levels, not just our country, but other aspects like the world is just dormant in the same state it's been in for probably a few centuries or more. On the other side, I can understand what this girl is saying. She's like, it's not that it on one side there's a lot of men that have the thought process that women are illogical, but it's not that they're illogical. They're very logical. It's just a different like field of focus. It's like instead of like men thinking straight lines and women like thinking like curves, like non-oriented combinatorial space, kind of like a like instead of like 1D, it's a higher tier like modular or like a freeform duality. And the idea of the concept that I'm in principle that I'm talking about in the Dufa to next tier cardinal fa and first tier real and second tier uh real dual, and then there's real trio, is that these states of being are kind of like aspects of your like conscious pretense, and now it embodies a sense of independence, freedom that we are promised in our country, and also in relationships in sociology, but we never really get unless we uh gravitate through the system. And a lot of people think that you have to be an alpha and you have to go up a cardinal or go up a layer or go through the hypergamy or hypogamy cycle where either you date lower or you date higher, or you gather friends that have higher value or lower value. It's not about higher or lower value. It's about kind of like nested areas of different communities and different ideologies. Nobody's going to be the same everywhere they go, but they'll assume that they're going on the same path. So they don't really pay attention to all the nits and crannies. All right, I'm done with kind of, I call it wobbly dynamics. Wobbly dynamics is like a different orientation of the hypergamous and hypogamous system, which allows free form field of view, almost like a Socrates kind of view in life, or like if philosophers did ask more questions and allowed more dissonance and also acceptance and nihilism, existentialism, and the inverted principles and more. But we're going into spectral sequences now in math 50. I was learning some of it the other day. there's a lot of states of lambda calculus that in in these topologies and homologies have like a nested recursive not just recursive but can also be uh form ideas of holes, uh toruses, uh spaces where there's spheres and inverted spheres or distorted spheres that act a little bit different depending on the state. I'm gonna skip ahead to the second video so we can go to double complexes. Hi, how you doing? I'm good. A little bit. Oh, popsicles again. I still don't really completely understand a lot of these mathematics, but so far there is a oh thank you. So there's approximate definition, there's filtration, and it it's pages of pages of this. The the snake lemma and filtration. But imagine it's like having like a node right here or any type of space that is inherently primitive, and you recursively, it's not recursively, you go into the next section, but nested in that section is kind of like a ratio, but it's not exactly a ratio. It's kind of like a nested system that's within the system. It's kind of like a circle with a radius and diameter and circumference and pi value, but it's a little different. It's more constructed through um nonlinear connotation. I'm just saying it in a simple way, but let's look more into it. We're gonna jump into differential equations a little bit.
You take your rubber? You're all done?
Yeah,
You need a napkin at all?
I have a brain freeze.
Oh, do you? Go like this. Rub your tongue, rub your mouth. And get the brain freeze go away.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's it for this schooling and also defa, which is unknown, but we make it up on as we go on. So anyways, I'll upload this.